Literally It's No Pressure. I'm your host, Bangem Bugg. And we got a special guest and a new co-host.
Yes, sir.
So y'all introduce yourselves.
I am Nicole.
That's it. All right, Nicole. What's going on, family? It's your girl Just K for a check-in, and officially, we live in full effect.
That's what's up. Yeah, I might as well interview you too when I get through with her.
Right, let's get to know each other.
Okay, so tell us where you're originally from.
I'm originally from Columbus, Georgia. Even though I have a little bit of history being in Florida, Georgia is basically home. Grew up, everything here, graduated. So basically, Georgia is home. Columbus.
Your mood it's like
I
you
always
did
do.
it.
Okay.
They try to
She
talk
already
loud.
sing.
This right? It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. You should be good.
Okay.
Okay, so did you grow up both of your parents?
Yes, I did.
And what's your relationship like with your dad? Y'all pretty close.
Yeah, that's my best friend. I love my dad. I got a good set of parents. I was blessed.
Okay, that's what's up. You don't hear that too much. So have you had any traumatic experience like as a child growing up?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, no, I wouldn't say that.
Anything exciting?
Or sad? Really?
Don't say it.
I don't know about sad because I usually focus on the positive. But I mean, I would say that there's a lot of good in my life because I don't really reflect bad because whatever you think is basically what happens. So I just basically think of the good things.
Manifesting.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Of
ma'am.
course.
Okay. So what would you say like the most hurtful thing someone has said to you?
Ooh. Let's see, hurtful. I mean, it's kind of hard to hurt my feelings. Usually it's just one way and not the other.
She said she tired.
Okay, so what's the worst heartbreak you experienced so far?
Oh.
What made it so bad?
It was a Super Bowl loss.
No, it wasn't no Super Bowl. The worst heartbreak, I would say, is you always got your first love.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that was the most horrible thing ever. Like my heart was just broken.
And what'd he do? Did he cheat on you or?
No, we just grew apart. But I knew him since I was like 15, and it's like being with a person for a long period of time, you get used to that person. But I mean, it was a good thing. I mean, it's funny now. It wasn't funny then because I was crying. But it's funny now. But you learn, you grow, become a better person.
How long did it last?
We was together about 3 going on 4 years, so it was some time built. But it's okay, I'm okay with it now.
So
I don't my feelings.
So he ain't never cheated. He was like a good guy.
Yeah, he was. We just grew apart because we fell in love at a young age. Like I was 15 when I first met him, and I was like, oh my god, I think I found my husband. So I was like really, really in love. But then we grew apart. Things happen. We grow, become different people.
Chance.
Yeah.
Living life.
Okay, so would you say love is a distraction to your purpose, or is it more for benefit?
I wouldn't say a distraction. I would say a benefit because the way that I look at it is the first thing is all of us who are here for is love. Like we all need each other. So there's something that you can benefit from a person. Whether it's a physical connection, a mental connection, we're all learning, we're all growing, we're all learning to love each other.
Okay, let's get your answer.
I'm thinking,
It look like you wanted to say something.
I don't know. I feel like when you on the grind, like love can be a distraction. Like if I'm on the grind, I'm focused on like getting to this goal. But when you in love or you got somebody to entertain, it's like is bae okay while I'm grinding? Is this cool while I'm away? So I see it as a distraction a lot of times. But again, we do need love. Everybody needs love, but I think it's a distraction.
Okay, so I've been asking this lately. So would y'all prefer a long, successful career or like a husband? If you had to choose between the two, like what would you prefer?
Would you choose?
Let me think about this.
You said one or the other.
Yeah, you can't have both
That's
of them.
crazy.
Usually women don't get both of them.
Shoot,
I mean,
I'm
you can. It just depends on your person. You gotta have that connection.
And if they really love you, they gonna love your grind. They gonna
Okay,
respect
well,
you,
let's
know?
put it like this. So, if you successful, more than likely you're gonna have a beta male to kind of like
That
tell what to do. So,
Yeah.
y'all prefer the beta male or the alpha?
I'm an alpha female.
Yeah, me too. I'm an alpha female. I don't know what to do with the upper.
So yeah, but one or the other though. We got answer the question. That's hard. That's a really good question.
I mean, because nobody want to be alone and successful. Because at the end of the day, if you're alone and successful, your life gonna be kind of boring. I mean, it's gonna be fun, but after a while, all they get bored, real boring because you're doing the same thing over and over again. But I mean, being stuff ain't bad. You know, I'd rather car, a Lamborghini or something. You know, I'd be alright with that. But I don't know. Like it's kind of hard. It's really hard.
I think I would choose success. I can't even hold you. I need.
This your boyfriend, ain't it?
That's my man. That's my husband. He everything. You feel
You gonna
me?
do him like that?
You said one or the other. If I had to pick one or the other, I wouldn't even be a good person to my man if I ain't got what I want. And I gotta be successful in order to get what I want. So I wouldn't want to be with somebody treating him like trash and then just, I don't know, like not liking my life. I gotta love my life first.
Okay, so you think success is more important than like a family life?
It depends on people's aspect of what success is. Success to me is just being able to obtain whatever I want.
I'm talking successful at what you really want to be in life.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that, everything that I'm doing is building a platform, touching the people. I'm out in the community and stuff like that. If I can't do what I need to do, or even bringing money home, period. If I'm not successful enough to bring enough money home to do what I need to do, I'm not gonna be good to nobody, man. Nobody, nothing. Nobody kids. I'm gonna be an unhappy ass housewife. That's not my thing.
Okay, that's it. So success over a man, I guess.
Tell you.
I think this is like every woman nowadays. Okay, so when is the last time y'all cried about something?
Ooh. Hold up. Let me think. I feel like it was recent.
I'm trying to think of the last time because I ain't cried in a minute.
I'm like something serious, and some people cry over like proposals, but something serious or something just kind of like a video of a proposal or something.
Oh, anything?
Yeah, something serious, and then something just kind of like real life.
Okay, so the older I get, the more like empathetic I get. So I feel other people's feelings and stuff. So I'll find myself like my grandma. I used to walk my grandma around. She watching the stories and stuff, and she tearing up and stuff because she can't control her emotions. So I will randomly, I could see some Christmas lights and be like, "Oh my God, like that's so beautiful," and my eyes be tearing up and everything. So something happy, like anything that overwhelmed me, I'm kind of tearing up, but they ain't gonna see it because I'm tough.
I don't know about the life. I don't think I could tell over no life.
Man, it gotta be something that make you happy. I like life. I like trees and skies and lights and glitter and stuff. So if it make me real happy, I might start tearing up. I can't even hold it.
I agree. I mean, I ain't gonna cry. I'm gonna cry by myself, but
Right.
you ain't gonna see me cry.
You gonna be like, damn.
You're like, that kind of hurt, but I'll be alright. I'm gonna cry when I get by myself though. But other than that, I mean, seeing other people happy, seeing other people's success make me cry. It do something in my heart.
Yes.
I want everybody to win.
See, I can tell life ain't really kicked your ass yet. 'Cause you ain't
Now,
even-
see, look. You got good, you got bad. Like I said, I don't focus on nothing negative. If I went through something negative, it was meant for me to go through it, learn that lesson. It's back, and now I'm just focused on the future.
I
Okay,
respect that.
so have y'all ever dealt with depression?
Yes.
And like, what about you?
I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't call it depression. It's just me in my mind. Like I'm 25 right now, so with me, I have a mindset of I need to get it before I'm 30. Like I need everything before I'm 30. So with me, I'm very like to the T to the T. So with me having that type of ambition, a lot of times when things don't work out, I get frustrated. I'm gonna cry first, but then I'm gonna figure it out later. But after I cry, it's just like one thing my mama always told me: hey, you're not superwoman. Sometimes you gotta take a break off. Sometimes you just gotta give yourself a mind, time to relax. Cause me, I'm the type of person, I don't care if I got a migraine, I'm still like this on the computer trying to do something. Cause I'm a hustler and I'm very ambitious. But when I realized at a point in time in my life that me being that type of person, it was making me feel like, dang, I'm looking at all these people at this age, da 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 da, successful. Why I'm not like that? When you start focusing on yourself and actually get your mind right and actually be like, okay, it's okay if I win some, you're gonna lose some. You have that mindset. After that, you're good.
Okay, so how you deal with depression?
How do I deal with it?
Yeah. And what got you depressed?
Oh, I've been through a lot of shit in life. Can I cuss on here? We cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, man.
Be free.
I've been trying to like really censor myself, but I ain't gonna go too hard, y'all. But I've been through a lot of stuff in life, from domestic violence to living out of a car. Like, I've been through a bunch of shit. So, like her, like, I am a hustler. I'm the type of person, when I take naps, I'm like really laying down trying to do something else while I'm fake taking a nap and stuff. So I'm just always pushing forward. But I just believe in optimism. You gotta go through something in order to get to something. And in order to get something you never had, you gotta go through some shit you never been through. So everything that I've been through is just like a lesson. Even when I'm crying, I'm breaking down. I could be on the floor in a ball fetal position, but I'm gonna be like, all right, we gonna get through this shit. Like, this shit's gonna be okay, I swear. Like, it's just optimism, honestly, and faith. I think you gotta believe in something. You gotta know that no matter what, it's gonna work out. That's what really took me through everything, is just knowing that it's gonna work out for me regardless.
So y'all religious?
No.
See, I wouldn't say I'm religious. I'm spiritual. That's
Yeah.
two different things now. To me, religion is basically what you'll say is like a guideline. Whatever feels good for you. Like, it's just like a flesh thing. Me, spiritual is more like an experience. You got to go through some things to realize that there's a, a higher
Something.
being,
Yes.
there.
So spiritual is more like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I ain't gotta follow no rules, type of thing.
Not necessarily, because even with everything, you always got a choice, good or bad.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, you got to be willing to accept the consequences that come behind anything you do.
I say spirituality is like, I don't believe what the next man said about what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
We all have instincts. Animals have instincts. So I feel like the world operates off instinct for the most part. Like she said, it's good and bad. So when I'm doing
But somebody's
something,
good might be different. From you.
Yeah.
exactly. So it's all about your intentions and what you feel. Nobody can tell you what's good for you, but I could tell me what's good for me because I know how I feel when I'm doing it. So spirituality is just, like she said, you feel something. You go through some shit and you feel something. I've seen miracles that people may not think is a miracle, but it's really a miracle. I can't believe. All right, I've been, like I said, living out my car, needing money, whatever, right? And again, manifesting, claiming it, speaking into existence. I could be literally $16.74 short on paying this bill. And I'd be like, I'm gonna have it by tomorrow. Literally believing it, saying it, and I get $16.77, like maybe 1 penny more than what I needed, exactly when I needed it done. Not even just money, but that's really an example that happens to me a lot. When I'm in a bind, it always works out. I don't really stress over nothing. I'm like, it's gonna work out. That's just what I've seen with my eyes.
Yeah.
You highly favored.
I'm telling you, God love me.
You gotta be his favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so who do y'all miss the most, and what do y'all miss the most?
Look, she got an answer. She like, I know.
But I'm waiting on you.
No, go ahead. I'm
thinking.
thinking.
I would say what I miss most, I would say, is my grandfather, who I call my papa. What I say I miss about him is just wisdom, a lot of guidance. It's a lot of things that you miss out of, especially when you being a kid. You're like, I don't know what that means. I ain't gonna need that. But then when you get older, you basically start understanding, like, dang, I really need somebody that could help me out with this type of situation right now.
I feel that. I love my granddaddy too.
It's hard.
Or what you missed most? So the wisdom was the what?
Yeah, the wisdom.
Yeah. What do I miss? I miss simpler times. Like, it wasn't like back in the day. It wasn't like so many issues. I guess when you a kid, like, ignorance is bliss. I miss not knowing so much stuff, I guess, but I wouldn't take it back at the same time. I miss simpler times, like, to sum it all up. It was just less to worry about, less drama, less issues, less tiptoeing. You just living.
and no bills.
Okay, yes. Oh yeah, that's number one. I miss not having bills, y'all.
Okay, what song that you hear that could get you emotional? Stick to this day.
Emotions taking me. It's like, nah.
That's a good song,
Right?
right?
I just made that up. I mean, I didn't make it up.
We can just
But
say
it
it.
don't take me nowhere. Emotional. I was here. Beyonce song. I was here.
And who does that remind you
It just what she's saying in the song. She's saying before she leave this planet, she want to be able to touch this many people. I want this many people to know I was here and this is what I did. I loved y'all. I touched y'all. Whatever. I made y'all feel away. Every time I hear that song, I'm like, I'm trying to do that too, girl. I'm trying to touch the world like you.
of? So it ain't no heartbreak.
Nah, it ain't no heartbreak. It's just wanting to be impactful.
That motivation.
Yes.
Let's go to something else. Okay,
Look, you ain't got no song. Ba, ba, ba. That song move everybody black.
oh, you ain't got any?
Oh, I would say J. Cole Crunch Time. Because it always made me feel like I need to hustle. Like, it made me, like, reflect my life. And I'd be like, dang, it's something I need to be doing. So every time I hear that song, I'd be like, okay, time to get up. Or I could put on some Kevin Gates and I'd be real motivated.
Ooh, T.I. motivation. That's mine. Yeah. I gotta get in the bag. Or anything Megan Thee Stallion, because she aggressive and I like it.
She aggressive.
For real. She a hustler too.
Okay, who would you say like the most toxic person you done came across in your life?
Ooh, my ex.
And why? Like, why was he toxic?
Hands down, he was crazy. Like, I don't even want to open that bag up. He was crazy. We know he was crazy. I told y'all I've been through some shit. That's it. Leave him back there in the pocket. Boom.
What about you?
She like me.
No, I ain't toxic. You know, I'm pretty good. I ain't toxic. You know, I ain't no red flag no more.
No more.
I had to slide it in a
Because
little
we've
bit.
been there.
But, it was kind of a couple months ago. One person, he was extremely toxic. Like, it was horrible.
What was it? What was he doing? He was beating you up or?
No,
Shit.
he wasn't beating up. He was just a tourist, and it's just a lot of ego, and it's just. It's
Give me an
just
example, like what you.
me, I'm a Leo. I'm a
You a-
Leo. I'm a Leo.
Oh, let's go.
Yes.
Leo again. It's the Lions Den. Welcome.
So with him, he was kind of weird. Not really weird, but the situation was really weird. Okay, so it was basically we wasn't together, but then you try to act like we together. But then you want to do your own thing, I'm trying to do my own thing. But then there's issues. Then you want to pop up on me like,
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
we not together. Like, what you doing? You being weird at this point. Like, you stressing me out.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. Okay, I've been meeting a lot of women now. It's like nowadays, like when a woman think you husband material, like she try to make you wait, but then the dude who ain't shit, she give it up quicker. Like why do women do that? It's like we gotta take our time with the good dude, but you giving him the
I
boot
agree with you.
in the first week or two, and you trying to make me wait a month, 2 months, 3. What the fuck is up with that?
I mean, speak up for myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. Like, it's a process that you gotta go through with me. Like, it'd be like a couple months down the line. I have to see potential. All the other stuff. I'm just not one of the people. Oh, you fine? Okay, come on.
You make a dude wait 2 months?
Longer than that, it's gotta be. You know.
Oh, that's right. What's the longest you done made somebody wait then?
About 6, 8 months. 6, 8 months. You know.
But you wasn't having sex at all.
No.
I don't believe it. I don't
Wait.
believe it. She had sneaky links on the side, and she
wait.
had him waiting 6 to 8 months because the other dude had already waited the 6 months.
No, you know, see, I ain't toxic, you know, so I wouldn't ever do that, you know.
You toxic about making somebody wait 8 months.
If you like me, you would, though.
Oh my God, I love you.
I don't give a fuck how much I
Okay.
like. You ain't keeping my attention for that long.
Okay.
You got to, because I got to know you interested first, and after a while, I'll be like, alright, okay, cool, whatever. But other than that,
Now I respect that because I would be like, I ain't doing nothing. And if you don't want to be here, then leave. And then I know, like, I wasn't supposed to fuck you in the first place. So I respect the whole like waiting it out, but like 8 months, you capping.
No, I really do make it wait.
Well, I had to tell a woman that like, I was like, look, if you ain't trying to do that, like you can't be having me having phone calls with you 1 to 3 hours every day, checking on you like I'm your boyfriend. So if we just gonna be cool, like you can't have my attention like that. So if I gotta wait, we gonna talk 2 or 3 times a week. The everyday shit out the window. But
that's the point. You waiting though. You building something up with her.
I mean, we can build. I mean, if I'm talking that long, what more do I need to know about you?
Damn, you gotta
1 to
have
3
sex
hours
with her.
every day.
Oh, I mean, you getting to know her. You can't get to know nobody in less than a month.
You don't really know nobody till you live together. So that's what I say.
That too.
So
Even when
we
you
living
live with them
together,
now.
3 weeks is hey.
3 weeks.
You need to come up off of it.
Oh my god.
Kind of fast.
That's really
That's the
bad.
max. It's really sooner than that. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's if
wow.
somebody taking serious. 3 weeks.
My man waited for a while. How long you wait? You waited like a month? 4 weeks? 2 months? Oh, like 2 months? Because I was like, I was in a place I don't want to deal with nobody. I didn't even want to date. But he actually dealt with other people. Like, we were friends first. And so it's like, oh, okay, I'm talking to this shorty, blah, blah, blah. He got to the point where he was like, I'm cutting these females off. And I'm going to give you my attention because you're the person who I want to be with. And I wasn't having sex with him. I was not on no lovey-dovey stuff, but he waited. So that's what you're supposed to be building to when she's like, wait for me. It's like, show me you really want to be with me or you really want to deal with me. Not, let me talk to you for a little bit and let me go. You go fuck on somebody later on.
I can't do it.
He said,
I
hell
leave
nah.
that to the other dudes.
Oh, gosh.
Because when you know you got value and you got this and I don't have kids, I know every nigga you run into got that and I ain't got this and that. I ain't waiting for nothing.
She said, I'm going to sow my loins, my royal oats.
Okay, so have y'all had a Me Too moment so far?
What's that like?
Give me the ass and I could get you this.
Hell yeah, everybody. Anybody in entertainment. I can't think of nobody specifically, but plenty. You could meet a DJ and if you touch his arm a little bit long, he gonna play your music in the club. For real, like, am I lying? Being a female, everybody wanna fuck you. That ain't, I don't know. I ain't had no specific instance though. No?
I don't say to me. It just, I be nice, I be straightforward.
Ain't nobody tried you, mom.
I mean, the way I look at it, business is business and personal is personal. I never mix the two.
Mm-hmm.
So whether a person like me, I let them know straight up forward. Like, hey, look, this is what we're going to do, X, Y, Z. If you catch feelings, that's on you. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at business. And that's how I keep it.
But they ain't never try to cross the line after that.
You'll have some that try to, and I be like, friend. Or I'll be like,
Curve game strong.
we just business. And then after that, after a while, they just respect it. So it just is what it is.
You know, for some women, a certain kind of guy got to come around where they at all, and it's like shit change, all that weight and shit and all that change. So maybe I need some different type of guys coming around before you might break.
I mean,
So I'm not fucking with you shit. You know what I'm saying?
you ain't lying. That's true.
Yeah.
Everybody like what they like.
Yeah.
And that's another part of the whole, like, being the nice guy getting the short end of the stick. Like, you might be the nice guy, but she might not be attracted to you like that. So you over here putting in your intentions, but she like, hey, thanks, nice guy. Let me get that bag. Or let me get whatever you about to throw me, nice guy, but I don't like you like that.
No, you gotta treat women basically how they treat you.
Exactly.
Right?
You gotta treat people, period, how they treat you.
So they won't get over. They'll try, but they ain't gonna get much.
Do guys go through Me Too moments?
I heard. I mean, I ain't never had no sisters coming at me, but
What about women? Or you ain't met no women in power?
I mean, well, no, I ain't really met no women in power like that.
Mm.
But they'll say they can do this and that, but I mean, you be wanting to hit them anyway, so. It
Fuck it.
ain't really no Me Too situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay, you giving it, let me take it.
But I done heard I done heard about like sisters who be like, you can stay with me and I buy you outfits and you know.
It's a lot of straight dudes, especially in Atlanta, that will get taken care
You
of.
ain't
by
straight
men.
if you do it.
Oh God,
That's not straight.
I agree.
Okay. Matter of fact, so would you date
Nope.
a bisexual guy?
Nah.
I don't have
I'm
nothing
saying
against
that
it. Nothing against it. Live your life, boo boo. But that's just not my cup of tea. No, I can't do it. I got friends who buy, and I don't even consider that. Like,
So what did y'all find out later on? Like if you a guy you
I actually
chill
have
with,
found
and
that
later
out.
on, especially if you got kids buying, then somebody be like, you know, he a sissy, right?
I mean,
Y'all
that,
just break it off.
I can't speak on nothing I ain't been through, but I have found out. Like, I dealt with somebody. You know, a lot of dudes be out here on the low, for real, for real. But yeah, I've definitely been in that situation where I find out later that they was gay or whatever.
You couldn't tell?
No, this dude. This was. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Y'all ready for the story?
Go
All
ahead,
right, boom.
talk to us.
9th grade. The person. Dang, I was about to give a lot of details. I don't even care. Y'all know whatever it is. What it is. All right, 9th grade. The person who took my virginity. He was fucking everybody in the school. Every female in the school, and I'm like, that was my friend. It ended up being my friend, and then later on we ended up dating, and then boom, that's who took my virginity. They friend group, I would hear like little weird shit like sometimes, and I'm like, nah, that's gay, bro. Like y'all gay, but they all had the whole group of friends was fucking all the females in the school. People would leave school, go be with them. So boom. Later on, I graduate college and stuff by this time. And my homegirl, we pull up at her house. Next door is this gay boy who they went to school with. I left by that time. So she like, yeah, you know, such and such be over here with him. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. No, you don't. They like, nah, that's his boyfriend. I'm like, I knew he was gay the whole time. So later on, I end up talking to him. I'm like, so why you ain't tell me, bro? Like, we was friends. Why you ain't tell me? He just laughed. He laughed it off and kept it kosher. I'm like, ain't nothing I can say now. Like, that happened then. We ain't did nothing since then, but I couldn't tell. He had everybody. Nobody could tell.
Oh, so you had sex with a sissy then?
I definitely did. I definitely
What's
did.
up then?
Shoot.
What about you?
No.
Look, not that you know of.
No.
She
Just no.
like, nope, I'm gonna leave it there.
Cause me, like, this is my belief. I can deal with you being in a competition with another woman. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But now I gotta look at both, and now I'm just like, at this point, I ain't got. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm just like, I don't want to be like, oh, dang, he cute. He is too. Wait a minute now.
He like,
You
hell
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, no.
That's crazy.
I mean, you like what you like. Me, I just ain't with it. You just gotta.
I couldn't do it on purpose. I couldn't do it on purpose.
Okay, so name a person who was always in your corner and a person who was always in your business.
I ain't even trying to talk about my family like that. That's crazy. Look, he's over here talking about don't do it. Don't you please. I ain't even trying to talk about people like that. Nah, somebody who's always in my corner, my grandmother, it don't matter what. My grandmother always in my corner. He's talking about, I'm crying. Yeah, my grandmother always in my corner no matter who I get into it with. She might kind of like not talk to me around these people or something like that, but if I need somewhere to go, if I need something, I know I could call grandma.
Okay, that's it for you.
I mean, me, I wouldn't say I just have like one person because it's a lot of people that have been loyal to me since I met them, and it's a good thing that I have so far. Like, even with the homies that I have now, I've been with 10 years plus. Like, if I need them, they always there. If they need me, vice versa, I'm there. Family, little certain people, I look at family different because I have people that I consider family, and I got people that I feel like we just related. So, like, if you family, that means we close. So, you right around that group that's loyal, related. I don't know. It ain't my problem.
Okay, let me switch it up. So have y'all ever dated a girl before? Either one of them?
Damn, that was a big switch.
I thought it came behind the other question, but
Okay, I thought he was about to ask you who be in your business.
yeah, you know.
You now.
Hey, that's what I do. That's what I do. I have people call me telling me take that shit down and all that kind of shit. But
For real.
you know, if you come on here in front of a camera and a mic, if I highlight the video, then like that's on you, man.
So,
Nah. No.
no.
Okay, so y'all got any regrets?
Yeah. I regret being younger and basically creating my path based on whoever I was dating. So, for example, when I went to college, I started college early when I was in high school. I could have transferred anywhere, everywhere you wanted to name. But I came to Georgia because I was dating somebody in Georgia. And after that, all right, I'm going home because whoever back home or whatever. I was just always trying to make plans to include whoever I'm dating. And honestly, whoever I love at that point. I'm thinking about my friends when I'm building my platform and what job everybody else can do. Just always considering everybody else when I'm making plans for myself, that I should really just be focusing on me. But I'm learning. I ain't doing it.
So you gotta be more selfish then.
Oh God, it's hard though, cause you care.
It ain't that hard when you realize people ain't making you no priority.
Right.
So,
Preach.
okay, well you got a song called Bedroom Confession. So what's a bedroom
heard it.
confession that you
Gotta
never
have
told
all
somebody?
I'm gonna think on that.
She's like, I'm gonna confess, but not to y'all.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. Like me, I feel like I'm a straightforward person. So like, if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it regardless how you take it. Because that's just me. Like whether I feel like I don't like you no more, or if I feel like, you know what I'm saying, ain't what it is. Me, I'm just straightforward. So I wouldn't say I have anything to confess.
Okay.
What's the rudest thing you ever said to somebody?
What?
He said, what about in the song? Would you confess?
Oh, in the song, so the background behind that song was, that's like I told you, I got my heart broken. Oh, so sad. So that's what it basically was about. So it was like, even though me and him had a conversation, it was at a point in time when me and him was together for a long time. And it's like I said, been together for a while. Me and him were planning before like the future and stuff like that, so where we could actually see each other being together. And then things went sideways, and then in the song is basically going through like the emotion of how I felt going through the transaction with everything from like the good to bad. That's just basically what about, just my emotions.
Okay.
Okay, so what do y'all feel like the hardest struggle in y'all life has been so far?
Life be hard, period. Look, she like, I'm had no struggle. I'm happy.
Nah, I'm not saying I ain't ever had no struggle. But I would say like through it all, like through the good and bad, like I've been through like a lot of bad stuff. Now I wouldn't say like bad. Well, to me it was bad because like the thing when I look at it is when you're going through bad things, like a lot of things that I went through, your mental has to be strong. Because a lot of things that I went through, a lot of it was you gotta lose it all in order to get it back.
Ooh.
And me, that's why I'm always humble and everything else, because at the end of the day, you gotta go through them things. Like I said, I used to cry. I used to do everything. I used to feel like my back was against the wall. I used to feel like, you know, I had nobody. Even the people that I thought were there for me at a point in time, even though I cut a lot of them off, it's like, dang, like I thought that you will always be there for me. But when you realize, have faith in God, like through the whole entire situation I've been through, it was like, okay, God doing this for a reason. God doing this for a reason. I'm not gonna give up. I'm just gonna keep, you know, keeping that faith and everything. Went through it all, brought out. So that's all I can say.
She's like, I'm worried about the come up.
Yeah,
my
like,
struggle.
It's gonna happen, but long as I learn through my lessons and everything else, it made me a better person. So I wouldn't be where I was today if I never go through them.
Amen.
Okay, I'm gonna switch it up then. So who would you say is like the nastiest guy you dated? Like he was like a filthy McNasty. Like he just.
You asking what made him nasty?
Oh yeah, what made him nasty?
Cause like we be like Charles, you ain't gonna know who Charles is.
Charles don't know if
Okay,
he watching. Just don't give him the last name.
Okay, I don't know no nigga's named Charles, so no. Y'all keep it up with it.
Timothy, Tom,
Right.
Jacob,
Dominic.
Little Peanut. You know,
Oh, not
all
the
them.
peanut from round the way.
Uh-huh.
And what made them nasty? What was they doing? It was so nasty.
Okay, let me be honest, right?
Ooh.
So with me, I'm a clean. Like I like things to be clean. I like things to be structured. So if I feel like you don't clean up after yourself, like that really bothers me. Cause I feel like if you grown, you're not no child. So you should know how to pick up after yourself. You should know how to clean up after yourself. You should know how to keep your hygiene and stuff together. If you can't do that, you can't talk to me.
She got
Well,
some real
well,
nasty.
some guys like this. Some guys they do their hygiene, but they feel like if they pay all the bills, like myself, that you should clean everything up. So
No.
that's just how I feel.
So he said he ain't clean this shit up in his house.
No, that's right. Cause I look at it, it's a 50-50. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You
ain't no
got
50-50 he paying all the bills.
See, look, the way I look at it is at the end of the day, you require something of me, I require something of you, right? So at the end of the day, I feel like everything has to be met right there in the middle. If you got some habits that I don't like and you address them to me, okay, I'll work on those, I'll fix those. You have things that I have a problem about, work on those, you fix those. Because at the end of the day, how we going to be together and be a team with each other if we not going to support each other?
But you can tell them when I done told women, I be like, hey, I don't clean up like that, but you know, I pay all the bills and all that shit. They'll be okay with it. Then when they move in, they'll be like, you need to clean up. But you
Like,
like, I
I
already
told you
told
that
you.
shit.
See, that's on her because you
clean up.
told her up front. Now, you want
Yeah,
honest.
that's her
Now,
fault.
if you fall for the okie doke and you, oh, I like you at that moment, I'm willing to deal with it, and then next you know, boom, I don't want to do this no more. It's your
Yeah.
fault because you fell for it. I'll let you know up front. You fell for it.
That's because females want to change y'all. Like, ultimately, oh yeah, he like this right now, but I'm going to get him to be different. Like, nah, that nigga about 40, bro. He's not about to change. Oh, God.
If they show you who they are the first time,
That's who
believe
they
them.
are.
'Cause
So
I ain't
y'all
got
never
time.
met somebody who like piss in the bed?
No, why
Lay in
would-
the
what?
bed like that?
Oh,
First of
hell
all,
no.
Why you still that grown and peeing in the bed? That's my
Oh,
question.
my God. Somebody did that to you?
Yeah, it was like,
Wait, what happened?
Hey.
We want to know. Listen, y'all listening?
I ain't gonna say much, but she was pretty as hell though. And I woke up one day, I'm feeling warm. I was like, what the? She said, hey, get up. She was like, I pissed in the bed.
Was she drunk?
I don't know what it was.
You didn't know she was
But-
drunk, so she wasn't drunk enough.
Her pee didn't have no smell though, but
Oh my God.
that shit still was weird though.
That was the only time it happened?
I think she did like a couple more times.
Oh, get the fuck
Why
out
you
of
stay with her then? If
You
she
bet you
peeing
pay
in
all the
the
bills. You
bed,
should have bought her some Depends.
I don't know what was
sit in
going
bed.
on. I don't know what was going on. But
Listen.
yeah, that was like the weirdest thing somebody was,
And she calling you talking about, so get up.
yeah, waking me up.
A couple nights. She's like, listen now. This
We
is
was already
enough.
living together, so it was just,
Don't be
Enough
trying
is
to pee on
enough.
me now. This ain't that type of party where you be peeing on me.
Hell no. She probably, what if she did it on purpose? I knew I knew a female who she desired to pee on her man, like whoever her man is, because her mom told her that she had peed on niggas in the past. So maybe she was peeing on you because she really wanted to pee on you.
Maybe she was marking her
I'm
territory.
just saying.
I don't know.
I'm
She's like,
saying,
this my bed.
they wanted like literally like piss on you, right? They ain't just want the piss to touch you. Right?
How hard do you sleep? How you know she ain't peeing on you?
I was out. I don't think she did that though, but I think I would have felt it. I think I would have felt it.
She peeing on you, then standing up, talking about so wake up.
Maybe you should have put something. If you knew she peed, maybe you should have put a towel down or something like that.
Okay,
I
give
don't
her some
know.
weenie
'Cause I
pads in
don't
the
know how I
bed.
feel about somebody just maybe
can't.
it's me be peeing. Like you can't get up.
Oh
Pick it up.
God, you was that sleep.
I would have told you don't drink nothing after 8 o'clock.
Okay, you put her on the time limit.
It's like health stuff, but I don't know if she actually went. We ain't stay too together longer after that.
I would have
Yeah, I don't blame you. I would have left too.
Or she would have had her own room.
Had to. Or your own mattress or
Okay,
something. You know,
something.
air mattress. At
So
this
y'all
point.
can deal with a pissy man. Huh?
Hell no.
No.
Look, you over there thinking about it. What you be doing?
No, that ain't my thing. I ain't did the golden shower yet.
Bless your heart.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, wait, what?
okay, a person who walked out your life and a person who you refuse to let go.
Don't nobody walk away from Leos for real.
Why would you?
You feel me?
If you do that, you setting your own self up.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
why leave greatness
Never
when
the
greatness was
best.
already in your
You hear
presence?
me? Like, why lose on purpose? It's crazy.
That's on you.
So nobody never broke
I'm the
up with you?
blessing.
No.
Nobody never broke up with you?
No. Who broke up in your...
There's only one person that did it, but me being a Leo, I was mad. I ain't gonna lie, I was mad. Cause I was like, you wanna break up with me? What you wanna break up with me for?
What did he say?
He was just like, yeah, I just think that we should, break up. And I was like, why? Like, that's how my expression was. I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you.
Okay.
I've been supportive. And you wanna break up with me? Nah, I want them. But he did want me back later, but then I was like, joke on you. I don't even want you no more.
Yeah, we always like to double back to see what it feels like.
Ain't
Ain't no doubling back over here. You leave one time, that's a wrap.
Okay, it's I guess tell me about this quote on Albert Einstein. He got a quote: "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you got to keep moving." So, give me an example of what you had to keep moving and how you kept your balance.
You go first.
Right?
Because
I'm thinking, I'm sitting over here like, maybe she's gonna say something deep.
Nah, we both probably about to talk some good shit.
So when you have to keep it moving, okay. So, let me think. Keep swimming, okay.
Just keep, come on, Doreen. Keep swimming. I'm crying.
Ew.
You done talked about this all day. Moving forward, being optimistic.
You know what I'm saying? But then, you gotta get personal. You might be emotional. Then you trying to tear jerk and see how you ain't crying. So,
some tissue in the back.
Oh, no. I got my skin burning out when we do
Yeah,
that.
you right.
So, moving forwards. Hold on. I've been giving y'all examples all day. Hold on. I'm trying to find a story.
We go first?
Yes, please.
Alright, I got you. So many times. Boom, I should have thought about it while you were thinking about it. That's crazy. Alright, a time I had to move forward to keep from falling. I would say the situation where I dealt with you said Leo, I think the Leo situation. So leaving the domestic violence situation, right? So I'm talking about, y'all, it was escaping, taking flights to where I'm from, coming back, stealing the car to get my car back, and going in the hotel rooms, getting Airbnbs, dealing with more and more people, just hoping that shit work out. It was just drama on drama on drama. But every time I just had to, ultimately I had to keep making money. So you can't stop and, dwell in how you feel when you need money. You gotta just keep on pushing. So from doing all of that shit, it was just, all right, let's keep on working. Let's go to work. Let's make a plan. And I had a hard time making plans during that time because I was just, I don't know, trying to figure shit out, trying to live and make life work. So then I brought my sister here from where we from so that she could keep me on track and just tell me what to do when I can't tell myself what to do. But from there, got into a stable place where this is my place. Was able to pick my business back up and keep on running with my business, and now it's just running still, riding the bike still. So that was definitely a situation where it was like, don't stop here, don't be sad, don't sit here with this crazy nigga, don't stop, just keep on going.
So was it mental abuse, or he was just really?
It was all over. Honestly, he's a really good person, but one, I feel like people from New York are crazy as shit, period. They mama don't love them, right, or something. Right. So he was from New York. He was aggressive. He was a really good person, would do anything for me. I'm talking about if I pick my foot up, he gonna tie my shoe, or you know what I'm saying? But when that attitude came into play, there was no cutting it off. And there were times where he would try to calm down and not, spaz out and stuff, but ultimately it was mental, it was physical. The physical stopped, but then it would come back depending on the temper. And then my spirit was broken because I'm all around this optimistic, positive person, but when you have dark energy, heavy energy around you all the time, I lost my light. I was trying to figure out all the time, just how do I do this without making him upset? How do I live in this moment without bothering him? And with that, I'm more quiet, and Leos be outspoken. Like, and he was a Leo too, so that was crazy. But I'm extremely outspoken. I'm extremely positive. I like fun, and everything bothered this nigga. Like, everything. I'm talking about somebody riding his bike. What the fuck is the bike over there for? Like, mad at the person riding their bike. So it was anything, everything you could imagine. But not consistently all the time. But the bad energy was kind of the most consistent thing.
Is you terrified?
Man, not even terrified. I wasn't really afraid of him, because it got to the point where I'm like, nigga, I'll fuck you up. Like, stop playing with me. Before, it was me trying to avoid conflict. Then it became, all right, I'm about to fight you back now. So not terrified, just dealing with stuff I shouldn't have to deal with.
So you ain't have no brothers or nothing to come get him, or?
All right, so I'm very independent, right? And I believe if I get myself into a situation, then I have to get myself out of that situation. I could have been like dad, stepdad, mom, like everybody been ready. Like your family and your friends know when you're not the same person. My best friend then came from damn College Park to Conyers, if you're talking about distance, within a matter of some minutes. I'm talking about it didn't take too long because he thought I was ready to go. So, but that situation was even me bringing people in something that they shouldn't have been in. If I ain't supposed to be in there, I ain't trying to bring everybody else into it. But I'd rather just work my way out of it. So the whole time I was just planning my escape for the most part. Like, how do I get out of this without getting somebody killed, getting somebody arrested, and all that shit?
Oh, so you don't believe in calling the police?
Hell nah.
Oh, so he got a free for all on your
Man, I'm telling you.
That's fucked up.
I'm telling you. But it wasn't, I ain't died. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, I'm about to die or no. If I was, I would leave. I had a car, I had a job and shit. So ultimately, it was always just me leaving. Whether it's out of state, whether it's to a new place, but I'm leaving. So yeah.
So was it like he just did like one nice thing and you held on to that little moment out of all the bad shit?
You mean every, like,
Yeah, because
consistently?
sometimes my guys just do something nice just one time and then all of the rest of it bad, but y'all hold on to that good moment.
Like I said, like, he tricked the hell out of me. When we met, I would have never thought, like, he was crazy like that. He was a really good person. He is a really good person, but again, it's when that temper kick in that everything good goes out the window. And he would say, he'd be like, I do one thing bad and you be ready to leave. I'm like, cause your bad ain't no regular bad. And you're like, I'm sad and I shouldn't be sad. But yeah, ultimately, anytime where I did stay with him, because this lasted like 3 years, anytime where I did stay with him after thinking about to leave, he would change. He would literally change. But then the fact that it keeps cutting back on, that's when I'm like, all right, I can't stay.
He knew how to calm it down and make you chill, then he turned it back up.
Mm-hmm.
So, he had it down pat.
Mm-hmm. He was crazy. But not too crazy. He wasn't stupid. Crazy, but he ain't stupid.
Thought of something yet?
Yeah, I thought of something.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, so my moment where I said I had to keep moving forward, there was a point in my life, like, with everything, like I said, was going wrong. I wanted relocating to Florida. I did it one day. I was like, you know what? Because first of all, it was like one situation had like one of my exes that was really like my really good friend. After he got shot or whatnot, that's when like it was a whole bunch of emotions, and I was already going through my stuff at the same time. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna step out on faith, and I'm just finna relocate. I'm finna move to Florida. One morning, one day, I just packed up all my stuff, and I was like, I'm gone. And then that was one of the best decisions I ever made, because even, like I said, even through all the stuff I was going through in the beginning when I first moved to Florida, was still going through stuff. But being able to have that mindset in order to, you know, think positive and want better, that's what happened.
So what
Jump
city
off the
you
porch.
In Jacksonville.
Why you go to Miami or something? Jacksonville got a big music scene?
Jacksonville is actually pretty straight. When they're actually starting to pick up. Like, you're having a lot of artists and everything starting to come from Florida. Like I said, my family is from Florida. So moved down there, started there. First thing I did when I went to Florida, I found me a studio. That was the first thing I was gonna find. So started recording, started making my connections, everything else. Started to run into different promoters, things like that, and just started growing that way down there.
Okay, so is it something y'all ashamed of y'all done to make money?
Nah.
No.
Nope.
Seem like y'all wouldn't tell that anyway.
Nah, I would. What? I tell y'all everything.
See, I'm a hustler, but I ain't that type of
Right.
hustler. You
I'm
know
a
what I'm
hustler.
saying? Like I'll figure out something.
And anything, I feel like any choice I make, like, I already had that discussion with myself. Like,
Yeah.
is this gonna bother me later on? So I'll never do nothing that I'm gonna regret. Not on purpose. Oh, you know.
The way I look at it is, if I did it, I did it. Ain't nothing else I can do.
Exactly. Fuck it.
Okay, so if y'all boyfriend said, this year all I want for my birthday is a cheap pass, would you give him that just for like one time? Just
He ain't gotta worry about cheating. He ain't gotta worry about cheating because he's gonna be able to be single all throughout the year.
I'm cracking up. Look at them in the back. Look.
oh, so y'all really think men are faithful like that?
See, like I ain't ever had nobody else to cheat on me. That's
Just,
just
you
me
don't go through
personally.
people's phones and shit, right?
I don't see. The thing is, if I gotta do all that, I shouldn't be with you no way. Because for me, I want somebody that I can trust. I want somebody that's gonna bring peace in my life. I don't want to do all that extra. Me,
It's a
I'm not a
peace for
confrontation
cheaters.
person.
So
It's some peace for cheaters.
you would be good then because you don't check phones and all that shit.
My thing is, if you do, it's gonna come to the light.
It is.
Sometimes it don't.
Done in the
It's gonna come
dark.
to the light. Cause
It
me,
don't all the
I
time.
don't want to be worried about like. I'm not the type of girl that be like, oh, you cheating with someone, so I'm finna pull out, I'm finna smash this time, I'm not finna do all that. Me, I got a business, I got music, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. I ain't got time to worry about that. We grown. If you want to cheat, cheat.
See,
But you ain't gonna be with me when you cheat.
what's the gospel singer? She was like that. You know how women don't check and all that. Her husband was cheating for like 10 years or some
Ooh.
That's on her. That
shit.
ain't
With the
me.
Mary,
he was
one
cheating
of
for a
Mary,
long time. Yeah,
one of the
one of
Marys.
yeah, he was cheating like for a long ass time.
She was probably happy as hell too.
No, she
Walking on
busted
sunshine.
some shit up like
No, I'm talking
she
about
shot his
before.
car or some
Before,
shit.
yeah.
See,
What?
I just feel like you don't
What
have
would
to
Jesus
do all
do?
that. 'Cause- You just threw me off.
I'm just saying, she did what?
Me personally, I ain't finna do all that. Like me, like if I was younger and I ain't have nothing to lose, then we finna pull up. Like it's finna be on, it's finna be popping. Go ahead, call the police. Go ahead, have my bail money. Like I'm with it. But it's like the older I get, like I don't have time for that foolishness. Like my mind is on being able to prosper. I'm focused on generational wealth. Like I don't have time to worry about all these distractions and stuff like that. If you for me, be there for me. If you're not, then move out the way so then I can keep moving forward. That's all I'm about.
I'm laughing.
And I want everybody around me win. Everybody that's connected to me, we all gonna eat. That's just how my mindset works.
Yes, sir. I'm laughing because with the cheap pass, and look, my people in the back, they like, yeah, she would. Like, I would. Like, I don't know. I feel like when it's mine, it's mine. So if I give you the leeway to cheat, like, you're still gonna come back. But I feel like, honestly, the longer we stay together and the longer we locked in where it's like, nah, ain't nobody else coming in this, I will be like, nah, I'm straight on that. Because we already making it work this way where it's not, you don't need to cheat, you don't need to talk to nobody else, or like people want threesomes and shit like that. Like my dude don't want no threesomes, he don't want no females. When you say you can't go through your phone, he like this, go through my phone. It's not no, we not on that type of time. But regular me, I wouldn't care. Live your life, bro.
Okay, so would you ever send somebody at him to see is he loyal?
No, because I know he is. Like, I know he is. I don't have to. Like she said, all them, it's just too much effort. Hey, bro, go snack. Let's
I'm
see.
saying when you get on, you know what I'm saying, you have a little extra break, you know what I'm saying, send that private investigator.
I tell
you know what I'm
him.
saying?
That's a
You
waste of money.
Okay.
I get all that.
You detective, say something.
If I want to find out, I'm gonna find out. But I don't want to do all that. My thing is, if you gonna do it, then don't be with me.
I tell
They
him I
want,
know
they,
the
want,
signs.
they want the cake and the ice cream. So.
Well, sometimes that can't happen. You know, you
Most
gotta.
times.
If you want to cheat, go cheat. But you ain't gonna be with me if you cheat. Like I said, it's too much stuff out there anyway for you to be stepping in and out. Cause I ain't got time for all that.
You know the difference if somebody cheating versus like if y'all start out a certain way. I told him if there's ever a day that I can't grab your phone, I know you doing something sneaky.
That means you gotta get another phone.
Wait.
He's not about to get no other phone.
Or
but-
he could just, you know.
Look, he said,
Give
look,
him
you a
a-
cheater.
I I'm a
He
good
got
guy.
the answers.
I'm a good guy. See, and sometimes they'll just get an app that they can call and then delete the app when they come back in the house. So
That's
a
like
lot of work. They
we
got
don't even
locked
have
up
enough
right
time
now.
away from each other, and that it's not even me being clingy. Like he like, what you doing? Where you going? I'm coming too. Yep, let's go. We locked in, so nah, it's not gonna be enough
you
time.
know, guys
for all
have sex
that.
at work, you know what I'm saying?
You said they what?
They have sex at work and all that kind of stuff, you know.
But I mean,
He on FaceTime. When I'm like, all right, babe, I'm doing something, like, I'll call you back. He's like, why? For real. So he ain't got no time to cheat. If you got time to cheat, I applaud it. He don't really have no time away from me. Not on purpose, not because I'm being, like I think something gonna happen. It's just the bond that we got.
So you got him whipped pretty much?
He said yeah.
He said yeah.
He said yep.
That's what's up, then.
I
That's what's up, then. Okay, when the last time y'all lost y'all cool and hit a female?
Hit a female?
Yeah.
I don't hit people.
ain't doing all that.
I lose
When
my
the
cool
last time
every
y'all
day
got
though.
hit then?
Oh, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't never
She said
happened.
no more. Yeah, I don't fight no more. But I lose my cool like every day though. Like I catch an attitude, a temper every day. I'm growing. I've been through some toxic situations, so I'm learning to get back into that, not letting everything affect me type thing. But for the most part, as far as other people, and I don't care about people enough to want to hit somebody. They had to have hit me or something like spit on me or like I black out. Something to make you black out.
Like if he got your sister pregnant or some shit like that.
I'm,
You'll let that ride?
yeah, bye. Enjoy your baby. Like I'm not fighting my
That kind
sister,
of
bro.
confuses me a little bit with the
Bro.
question.
Like, are you gonna hit the girl? Are you gonna hit your sister?
No, I'm just saying you're gonna go off on him.
Oh,
Or you just be like, what this fuck it then?
Yeah, that's-
Stay that cool.
dip on niggas. You feel me? Like I'm out. I'm
I
straight.
mean, the way I look at it, I was reading something and it was like it's a 5-minute rule thing. If it won't matter in 5 minutes or 5 years and things like that, then don't waste your energy on it.
Oh God.
Well, for baby, that's gonna be the next.
No,
Right.
I ain't
My
gonna be a
nigga
part of it
weird.
because I'm gonna be gone.
You auntie.
No, I'm not.
Nah, I'm still auntie. I'm auntie.
Yeah,
That
you
baby ain't got
auntie.
shit to do with what they did. Hey auntie, I'm TTKK forever.
Okay.
I ain't worried about the parents. Send me my niece, nephew, whoever.
Well, this on the story I pulled up. It was a assistant athletic director. He tell a student he gained his speed by running from the police.
I seen that.
So
I'm crying.
what's y'all? Give me y'all like a racist moment y'all probably done been through.
What they
Where I grew up, it's like a mixed area, but it's really like affluent black people. Like my teachers, I didn't even know that was a thing where like a lot of people grow up without the teachers that look like them and stuff like that. Most of my teachers was black. The one white teacher we had, they ran her out of damn school. Not the students, the teachers. But I know but I rarely go through racist situations, but the only thing I can think of is like people want to touch your hair. And then I've been in Dollar Tree one time. I was in Dollar Tree. This old white lady, I'm talking about the white gray hair, like the all white fro, whatever. She was like, "Oh my God, I love your," and touch my shit, and I was like, "Whoa!" But she wasn't aggressive about it, but she was like, "Oh, am I not supposed to do that?" So it's not knowing that boundary, I guess, of I'm a person and you a person. I don't know you from his, her, or whatever above, so don't touch me. That's pretty much it as far as.
Does it kind of
racist
feel
stuff.
like a sexual harassment kind of thing? If somebody touch your hair, like,
I mean, just touch
is
me.
it too much?
period.
Is it doing too much?
Don't touch me. I don't know you.
Yeah, me and period. I just don't like people touch me in general. The reason why is because I'm a person that believes in like you don't let everybody touch you because a lot of times things can transfer
Energy.
over, like energy and stuff like that. So me, if I don't know you that well, don't touch me. Like you can have a conversation with me, but don't be trying. Hey, don't. Nah, I'm good. We can talk right here.
Well, I mean, if you're in the industry, that's about to happen all the time. You ready for that?
You set your boundaries.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
set
feel
your
like you
boundaries.
set your boundaries.
You gotta have a security guard.
Okay, cause who gonna? I mean, I don't know. I will still, if I meet random people or whatever, like we outside, we doing shows or we hosting or whatever. I hug people. I'm not against a quick little hug and stuff, but that's me letting you know you have, what is that, consent. You have my consent to touch me. But to just be walking through an aisle and turn around and put your hands, and then in my hair, you didn't touch my hand, you didn't say, hey, can I touch your hair or nothing like that, you just touched me, that's a violation. So I feel like it's levels to letting people in your space. But being in the industry, I don't think that's an excuse for people to touch you. Don't touch me.
I agree.
Okay, so tell me about y'all latest projects y'all got coming out on y'all social medias.
Let me look at each other.
This just it. Oh God. So you want me to go first again?
Yes, ma'am.
What I got going on? Some every day, some new every day. Oh, I'm about to drop a book, y'all. I'm about to drop a craft book. So it's called A Piece of Peace. I make t-shirts, I make merch for people, and tutorials for the heat press and everything. So the book is gonna be one of the parts of making shirts. You have to weed vinyl. You have to take apart the parts that you don't need and throw it away. But weeding for crafters is relaxing for the most part. So the book will incorporate those things. It'll be a page for a heat transfer vinyl where they can take it out and iron it on to some clothes. There'll be a page for a decal where you can take it out and put it on a cup or whatever you decide to put it on, and then stickers for your laptop, your cell phone, etc., etc. So A Piece of Peace, and my social media is just K for real, so just KAYFR.
It's good.
I'm crying. They gonna get out on the Instagram, but he said my company is Silver Lining Productions. There's a whole lot of slip shit going on everywhere I go. Slip without the eye, cause I'm never slipping.
Ooh.
Tell me.
I like it. That was real good. That's real good. Me personally, I am working on a lot of music stuff. I'm working on different singles, different visuals. Basically, that's basically it. That's what I'm basically really working on. I have singles that are getting ready to drop. I don't really tell too much with it because me, I'm one of the people like I don't like to tell it. I'd rather just show you. But I am working on singles. I'm working on visuals. I got more shows lined up. I haven't released those yet. Working on more interviews. So it's a lot of things that are gonna be happening. A lot of great things happening next year.
So y'all got kids, right? Both of y'all.
I'm the best auntie ever.
Okay.
Yeah, the best auntie.
Okay, let me ask you this then. So if y'all got pregnant, would y'all slaughter the baby or would y'all keep it?
I'm gonna keep my kid.
It depends on where I am financially at that point in time. If I'm straight, then it can stay. If I'm
But if it
not,
ain't, you gonna kill it.
oh God, you gotta
He
go.
dead.
You gotta go.
I feel you.
Newborn babies. No shade, no trade. To each their very own.
Me personally, I'm gonna keep my kid. The reason why I say I'm gonna keep my kid regardless is because I made a decision. You know, I knew what I was getting myself into. There's different ways that you can do it. I can either do the pill, condoms, whatever. But if I'm making that decision along with that other person, I'm gonna accept my responsibility because at the end of the day, that child didn't ask to be here. So me, I'm a woman up and do what I gotta do. Yeah, I'm working on a career and I'm gonna still keep my career going, but I'm also gonna make sure my kid's straight.
What about before the baby know it's here?
What the baby knows?
When you first get pregnant, that baby don't know that it's here.
I mean, it's a life, like, you know, it's...
The thing with me is I think
Y'all
ahead.
eat eggs.
I think ahead. So
Yeah,
even
we
when me not having
killers. We all
kids,
killers.
Yes, y'all eat eggs. That y'all murdering the
But
baby.
they ain't
like
human,
eggs.
though, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
different.
Is it?
That's different. They protein.
What? We are too. We meat.
Okay, but I don't think you need to do cannibalism. You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
crying.
But
See?
protein. I mean, we talking about an egg. You know, grits and eggs and.
We got eggs.
Yeah, animals
Okay, but I
really
don't think
matter
we're supposed to
like
eat
that.
them eggs.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all eating them eggs. But
That's
it's weird.
different. That's different.
She said, I ain't make that egg. All right, I got you. The chicken made that egg. You
Yeah,
didn't make that
it was
decision.
put on this earth to eat. You know.
Is it? Is that why?
Yeah.
How you know?
Shoot, it's food. It's food. You eat eggs. I mean, I don't know what you eat, you know. But
I'm
we
just
eat
saying
eggs.
shit.
We eat plants, you know, all that good stuff.
You just be eating abortions every day. I just want everybody to know.
I mean, better to grow your own stuff anyway, but you know,
Still gonna be a chicken.
yeah. I mean, at least it'll be good and you know it's fresh though. You had some fresh chicken before, like just your grandma straight
Nah,
cut
I'll
the
eat
chicken
it.
and, you know.
I don't even.
I mean, I might be country, but you know.
I'm crying.
Okay.
But what's your social media though?
Oh, it's Nicole Nicole _NIKKINI, and that's everywhere.
Nikki-Ní. Nicole _ Nikki-Ní.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
You
I
first
can
got it
Looked on phonics in this bitch.
right there.
Okay, literally, there's no pressure. I guess we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back in a minute.